Hey everybody, it's LavenderTowne, and today I'm finally finishing my Chinese Zodiac character series that I actually started about a year ago. After part 2 a couple weeks ago, I still had 5 signs left, and I wanted to start with the year of the snake. Now, if you haven't seen the other parts to this series, basically the way this works is I don't just humanize the animal that the year is sort of based around, but I also try to include things like staying strict to the color palette of only lucky colors for that year, as well as trying to show them embodying the personality that you're supposed to have if you're born within this year, and just including some other little details like adding in the Chinese character for the animal into one of the eyes of each character. So now that you're all caught up, I really like snakes. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I actually wanted to be a herpetologist when I was a kid, which is like a snake scientist. So I was really excited to do this one. In all the research I did about Year of the Snake people, they are known as being really intelligent and mysterious. They seem to have the most mysterious allure of any of the other signs, and so I tried to really embody that in her pose and her sort of like coy look on her face. I also ended up giving her a snake tattoo on one of her legs. This is more a direct interpretation than I would usually do, but because of her color palette, I could not help but include this specific snake on her somewhere. The lucky colors for snakes are red, yellow, and black. And I couldn't be happier because there are actually snakes that are striped with these colors. In fact, there's even a rhyme about it because some snakes with this color are very venomous and some are not. I'm of course choosing the venomous snake, the coral snake, to put on her tattoo just because I thought it was cooler. And of course I had to throw in an Ouroboros necklace and to have her jacket sort of shedding off her shoulders, almost like she's shedding her skin. Oh, and I almost forgot. You are Year of the Snake if you were born in 2013, 2001, or 1989. Next up is, well, that's actually kind of complicated. Depending on who you are, you might call this Year of the Sheep, Year of the Ram, or Year of the Goat, though from my limited research on the subject, it is likely that the most traditional name for this sign is Year of the Goat, mainly just because the culture, the ancient culture that these zodiac symbols and stuff come from, kept more goats than they really kept sheep. But it's hard to know because the symbol that is used is very broadly used for things like rams, sheep, and goats. But anyway, I'll just refer to this as Year of the Goat from this point forward, since that is the most likely, most accurate. I also tried to use goats as much as I could throughout the design, just to give me some guidance, since I didn't know which ungulate specifically we were going to go with. So Year of the Goat people are generally seen as really gentle and sweet. They are definitely kind of misfortunate. It seems like there's kind of a stigma on this year, and it seems like they're not associated with having a lot of happiness. So I had her looking sort of a little sympathetic, a little bit beat down, but it does seem like being born in Year of the Goat implies that you have like a very sweet, very caring kind of personality. Strangely, I found some disagreements on various different websites about what the lucky colors are for the goat, but the things that I noticed the most were red, purple, and green, which is my absolute nightmare as far as the color palette goes, but I wanted to do my best with it. Red and purple are probably my least favorite combination of colors. They clash horribly, and it's actually really hard to get them to play nice together, but I did try my best. If you are born in 1991, 2003, or 2015, you are Year of the Goat. Now, if you were born in 1981, 1993, or 2005, you are Year of the Rooster, and that's the sign I'm doing next. Now, I knew immediately when I started thinking about the rooster that I wanted to do some sort of like pseudo mohawk with a red color. Unfortunately, red is technically not a lucky color for roosters. It's not an unlucky color though, so I let it slide just a little bit, and made sure that all other colors were only lucky colors, and the lucky colors for roosters are gold, brown, and yellow. That's an extremely samey color palette, honestly, but it ended up looking kind of nice, very sort of neutral and natural all together in one. Roosters are known for being really outgoing, active, and popular. Their negative traits are primarily just the other side of the coin to their positive ones. So, for example, they're really headstrong and confident, but then their weakness is that they can be kind of bossy. So I thought it might be a perfect time to make a sort of counterculture looking character, someone who's unabashedly themselves and who definitely speaks their mind. So that's kind of the angle I went with the outfit design, and I really went crazy with the spikes. I don't know, I just really wanted to. I also made this like series of weird like belts off the back of the pants, which kind of leans into this sort of punk rebel vibe, but also is kind of supposed to look like the beautiful tail of a rooster. I don't know how much that reads, but I feel like, you know, I can kind of see it. And overall, I just really wanted to make this character a little bit more distinct from some of the other characters. A lot of the characters that I've drawn for the series so far were very like feminine, like overly, so I thought the rooster might be a perfect opportunity to have a bit more of a masculine kind of character design, and honestly I think she turned out really great. If you were born in 1990, 2002, or 2014, you were born in the year of the horse. Now, horses are mainly associated with being very beautiful and attractive. They are also supposed to have really good senses of humor, and they're described as more cunning than intelligent, which I thought was kind of an interesting descriptor. A lot of the signs are described as straight up intelligent, so I don't know if they're just trying to say that horses aren't as bright as some of the other signs in a nice way, or if they're meaning something else, but regardless, I wanted to try and make a very long, elegant character design. I really wanted to capture the sort of like graceful lankiness of a horse, and of course I had to give her a long, beautiful mane of hair, which I decided to go with sort of like a seafoam green. The lucky colors for horses are green, yellow, and depending on where you look, purple. I tried to stick with mostly the green and the purple, and in general I just ended up making a kind of nice soft pastel color palette. I also really wanted to like show off a lot of her skin. Because the area where I grew up had a lot of Appaloosa ponies, I ended up deciding to give her vitiligo, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's a skin condition where you lose pigment in sort of these very beautiful splotches of skin. So I basically tried to mimic the markings of an Appaloosa horse onto her skin, and I honestly think it made her look really fascinating and more unique, because she was looking very plain with all of her skin just sort of out and nothing really to look at. I also gave her a lot of like little moles and freckles all along her skin. I just think that really like enhances the beauty of a character sometimes. And there she is, just looking very demure. Last but not least, I wanted to do Year of the Monkey. Now, you are Year of the Monkey if you were born in 2016, 2004, 1992, or 1980. So Year of the Monkey people are known as being really intelligent, but they use that intelligence for mischief. Honestly, a mischievous personality seems to be one of the most consistent things that I found about Year of the Monkey people throughout the different like websites and things that I was looking at about this particular zodiac sign. Now, the lucky colors for monkeys are white, blue, and gold, with unlucky colors of red and pink. Now, it's surprising for red to be an unlucky color. I didn't see that much with most of the zodiac signs. I think because red is just generally a lucky color for everyone in China, so this is kind of like a surprising change of pace. But I really like the white, blue, and gold, very angelic seeming color scheme, so I was excited to get to that. My main focus with the pose was to try to really capture sort of a mischievous, energetic, and fun character. Their main weaknesses are considered that they're like sly or untrustworthy, and they're generally like naughty. That was a descriptor I saw a lot, associated with things like practical jokes. And so I really wanted to capture that kind of spirit with the pose and with the facial expression. Monkeys are also described as being talkative extroverts, so I tried to also keep her sort of attitude seeming like she's kind of a party girl and she'd just walk up and talk to anyone. And I really enjoyed her hairstyle. I was mostly just trying to kind of create a silhouette kind of like monkey's ears. I don't know what monkey specifically I was aiming for. I probably should have picked a species of monkey or something, but overall, while I don't think she necessarily looks super monkey-like, mainly because of this color palette not really having any like natural earthy tones in it, I still really like how she turned out. Wow, that was a lot of drawing. Here they all are together, and here is the full squad, all 12 signs of the Eastern or Chinese zodiac. I am so happy to see them all together at last. I felt really bad leaving almost all the signs in the lurch for like a whole year, so I really wanted to come back to this project and actually finish it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much to my patrons, including Rylan, Kadaria, Something Super, Deadly Nightshade, Maria Vasquez, Astral Fox Art, Middle Z, Alcapa, Lily Allure, The Expressive Poker Face, Marissy Axolotl, Chris Draws, Kai Kizer, Subaki, Snow White, The Becky, Liliana Hammond, Mia Lavali, Angel File, Cutie Pie, Nicole Ludwak, Nicolette Queen, Rainwater Pearls, Ice Cream Pal, Lion, Valeria Louie, Nora Cornelison, Cola, Rachel Singh, Yaboyas T, JJ Jade, and of course, La Blah Blah Blah.